Alright, welcome back to the channel everyone. Mr. Sly back in here, and in case you missed it, not quite long ago, some few hours ago basically, an EFCC operative was shot dead during a raid. An EFCC operative was shot dead during a raid. Now if you're just finding me, well, thank you very much, but over time, apart from talking about relationships, another thing I talk about is the way the government is run, is the way society is in general as a social commentator. And I've always come out to criticize the method that EFCC operative use. Aside the fact that as a legal practitioner, I get to interface with them and I'm not happy with a lot of their methods, but also in the general state of things, the way they run their business is a total mess as well. Another failed organization in Nigeria. We're going to get to that today. We're going to look into the news. We're going to look into responses by Nigerians, and we're going to criticize this thing as a whole. But do me a favor, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Let's look at the news here. The Yahoo boys, EFCC operatives killed during Anambra raid, was planning his marriage. This is really bad. An assistant superintendent of the EFCC, Halisu Sahabi, who was fatally shot during a raid in Oka, Anambra State, has been buried in his hometown of Sokoto. Sahabi's untimely death has left family members and colleagues in mourning. Now we're going to read down here how the operation took place. Let's kind of have an understanding of what happened. Upon arriving there, it was a location with several apartments. So they told the gatemen to point them to the place of the person they suspected. He refused to open his door, apparently suspecting they might be robbers or kidnappers. The person of interest refused to open his door, asking who they were, to which they responded they were EFCC operatives. EFCC team proceeded to break into his apartment, and the suspect opened fire on the lead person, an EFCC operative known as Salisu. He was seriously injured but still alive, with a second operative injured in his left hand. The operatives rushed the operative to a hospital. What's going on here, EFCC? They arrived at the general hospital in Oka, but there were no doctors. Haha. Only 2 hospitals were around who advised them to look for a private hospital. This tells us a lot about our public health system. Can't even survive or save a public official who came in and they tell him to go to a private institution. But look at this here. Take a look at this right here. My problem with EFCC's method is the fact that they go for raids like they are going to attack some high, bad, influential individuals. Let me give you an example. You see, the only time where you might need to use some force like breaking in is where you know you are going to arrest a terrorist, is where you know you are going to arrest a kidnapper, is where you know you are going to arrest somebody into armed robbery, let's say. But when you know it's somebody just sitting in his computer and you are going there, marching down the door, that sounds outrageous. Let's now see a video that is trending online right now of how EFCC goes about their operation. Let's see, not this guy. CCTV captured moment EFCC officials break someone's door during a night raid. How does this sound to you? Or how does this look to you guys? These are members of Nigerian EFCC smashing down a door like they are armed robbers. Now, internet is arguing. They are saying, isn't it safe to say that this guy took it out on them, believing they were armed robbers? Isn't that a good enough defense for the guy to go out there and said, oh well, they came banging at my door, I didn't know how come, I suspected they were armed robbers, and I opened fire on them because armed robbers could impersonate EFCC officials. And with EFCC officials being on this regular method, it's good or easy for armed robbers to just copy it and use that method to raid people's houses. And speaking of that, let us go to a video right here. This is a throwback video of this guy where he sent a warning to EFCC operatives after they broke into his home. Roll the tape.
I wonder, this is a very serious warning to you, EFCC. I've already made up my mind. If not jail, no go to jail, no problem. But I want to tell you guys that the next person that will break this door and enter my house, like just break the door and enter my house, is going to be a victim. Whether you are a thief or you say EFCC or whatever you call yourself, you break this door and enter this house, you are going to be a victim. I want to tell you guys something. Few weeks ago, not up to maybe like barely a month now or something, EFCC came to this house. I was not around. It was my brother and his friend that was there around. I traveled. They called me on phone and told me about it. EFCC no knock, they don't do anything. They just broke this door, like break into their house, bullied people, beat them up, broke some properties. I will show you guys something. See this television like this now? It's EFCC that broke it. Like they broke it and beat the people up. People that were here, they beat them up. Like they destroyed. They were just doing like armed robbers. Now after everything they did, they took them and took up to other 15 people in this compound along. Without any information, without any reason, without any cause, nothing. They searched their phone and they saw nothing, but they took them along. After all the stress and everything I passed through, they came back. Now, yesterday now, armed robbers, they penetrated this house and they operated exactly like EFCC. Like the way EFCC did it, they broke this door, entered this house, surrendered everybody and took everything. Like they raided this house. They even used my traveling bag, they used it to pack some properties along. So now my question is, how are you going to differentiate between armed robbers and EFCC? Because they are operating the same way. They will just come to your house and break your door, start beating everybody lie down, stuff like that. How are you going to differentiate them? So if you are someone that is security conscious, we mistakenly attack EFCC thinking that EFCC is an armed robber, or you mistakenly leave an armed robber inside your house thinking that armed robber is EFCC. If I was here last night, for example, I saw somebody banging my door, trying to penetrate my door and attack that person. Maybe later that person will turn out to be EFCC or something. They will say you attacked EFCC. Now I'm saying this now. EFCC, if you people will not mind how you people are penetrating people's house, how you people are breaking into people's house just like thieves, it's going to result to unforeseen consequences. Because the next person that will break this door, unless I am not around, that person is going to be a victim. If it is how it's done, no problem. Okay, we agree to go jail now. If it's, this life said don't tire me, what did they solve? If it is someone that is security conscious, you penetrate the person's house and that person attack you or do anything to you. Later it will turn out that you attack EFCC official. They broke into this compound. Apparently almost all the flats in the whole of this compound doors were broken and they robbed everybody. Just the way EFCC operated that same day. Next person that will come, whether not thief or an EFCC, you break this door, enter. Me and you, no problem. I sacrifice, no problem. Just bang this door, break and enter. Me and you, we are going somewhere. I don't know where me and you are going, but me and you will go somewhere. Just take that one for mine. Other people at the back, they may go for you, but that first person that will enter here, me and you, we are going somewhere.
So we can see that this guy is really frustrated, and I understand where he's coming from. I perfectly understand where he's coming from. Where the EFCC are now behaving like they are armed robbers now, it could get people pissed off. Now, ordinarily, there are laws and rules that give people the chance to own arms in Nigeria, funny enough. So yes, we do have people who have arms with them. We also have the cultists or the bad guys on the other hand who have arms illegally. Now, they make up the major number of people who are into some of all these crazy things that go on. So when the EFCC storms a house like that, under suspicion, be it credible or rubbish, they are liable to start facing things like this. This situation that has happened today has just set in motion a trend we did not expect. Has just set in motion a trend that is going to change the way search warrants are being executed in Nigeria, the way EFCC attacks buildings. Now, the EFCC rates are going to reduce at a very high rate. That is one. Their rates are going to come down definitely. Less ready now to try and re-strategize. But number two, a lot of guys are now also going to proceed to arm themselves. They're going to proceed to arm themselves. And at that point in time, you're going to realize that the society gets even more messed up. So that way we have government contributing to the decay. I believe there are more simple ways you can execute a search warrant. The Criminal Procedure Code has provided for that. So why should you go about smashing people's houses just to prove a point? The funny thing is, when they go in for this smashing, sorry I'm going on long but I talk like this about this. When they go in for this whole smashing attempt, they don't have somebody in mind. No. Rather, they just go there to go and sweep through. Hopefully some dirty go enter packer. That is what they do. Pretty annoying. But with that being said, like guys, it is what it is. I'm out.